You guys have been waiting for this, and I've been waiting for it too, actually. The Season 2 of Invincible review, man. It's a long time coming. Season 1 was absolutely insane. And Season 2 is just as crazy. It's way too hot in here. Oh, let me take this off. Season 1 was crazy. Everything kicks off like on the first episode, kind of like Season 2. Today's review is going to be just like the first one we did with the first season. It's going to be the best moments out of the season that I thought were just, oh my god, moments. I picked 5 moments in the entire season of Season 2. Of course, at the end of the video, I'm going to give it a overall rating. So, without further ado, let's jump right into Invincible Season 2 review. Alright, so it's actually just in theme for kicking off the best moments with the first episode. Right into Season 2, we jump into something really crazy and interesting. Season 2, Episode 1 starts off with an alternate timeline. This is just absolutely madness. Everyone's just dying because, well, Mark actually followed through with the plans of Omni-Man. In this timeline, it's very, very confusing and scary. So if you just ended Season 1 and you're onto this, you're totally confused. You're like, what's going on? Like, what is happening? Omni-Man flew into space at the end of Season 1. Pretty much, long story short, this is a alternate timeline by a new villain that's actually, you know, the main villain for Season 2, actually. This guy is Armstrong Levy. He is the new bad guy for Season 2. He can open portals and just go to different dimensions and just alternate universes. Armstrongs. Is it Armstrongs? I don't know. You're a strong, crazy moment, pretty much. Mainly confusing, but also kind of cool. Absolutely great. So, yeah. Let's carry on. Alright, so the next one is going to be when I just said Art. So this bug creature, I don't really know where he's from. He explains to Mark that his planet has a bunch of bug people on it, and he needs Mark's help. If Mark doesn't help him, then they're all dead on his planet. So Mark has to leave college and go for like 2 months. So he does, and when he gets on that planet, he doesn't meet a bug king or a bug master or whatever the hell you want to call it, bug empire. He meets Omni-Man. So Omni-Man has been living in the civilization because he helped them from an asteroid, I believe. Something like that. Mark discovers that Omni-Man had a child with one of the bug ladies, and that's a new character. Mark goes back, and him and Debbie raise him. Oliver is introduced in Season 2. He's great in Season 3, but no spoilers. No spoilers. Go watch the show. Please, go watch the show. Mark does get pretty upset, but Omni-Man does explain to him that he didn't lie about the part where they're in danger. They need help. There's a bunch of Viltrumites that are coming down to kill all of them. But yeah, this is pretty much where you get an epic fight scene with Mark and Omni-Man just, you know, just trying to fight all these Viltrumites, you know, and I was at the edge of my seat the entire time. And watching Mark and Omni-Man just go to town, you know, instead of beating each other up, they're actually working together, you know. It's just a nice change this time around. I love Oliver. Can't wait till Season 3 review. So next is gonna be the Lizard League, and in the show they explain that, like, they're not really that big of a deal of bad guys. They're bad guys, by the way. They're not really a big deal of bad guys, but this time around they're kind of strong now for some reason. I was on the edge of my seat with this scene too. Ray goes inside of one of the lizard guys and she breaks every single bone in her body. I thought she was dead. R.I.P. Ray, but she's not dead, guys. Duplicate as well, man. Duplicate. This is where the show kind of thinks that she's dead. Spoilers, obviously, bro. It's trying to tell you that Duplicate is dead, but obviously she isn't. And then, come on, we gotta say it. Rex got his hand bit clean off right off by the Lizard League, and then shot right in the head. I thought my guy Rex died. If you know, you know. But no, he didn't. Okay, he got up and he redeemed himself. Kind of like he redeemed his whole character, right? He starts off as an asshole, and then he redeems himself with, you know, character growth, and that he should be a good person right now. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys like Rex? I think Rex is one of the best characters in the show. Unfortunately, Season 3. Hey, I told you, spoilers here. There's spoilers. It's a review, guys. It's not a spoiler-free review. What? Thought it was? This next moment might be like one of the craziest things. Like one of the like, it's not that crazy, to be honest. It's not that crazy, but to me, it's like one of the craziest things that happened in the show. I was like, oh. Some people might disagree with me because some people don't like this character. I'm talking about Amber, guys. I didn't hate her and I didn't love her at the same time. She was just iffy to me. But honestly, looking back at it, her relationship with Mark feels more real than him with Eve. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But anyway, Mark makes a deal with Cecil, so he gets 2 days off. Mark and Amber go on a date, and this is where Anissa shows up, threatening to snap Amber's neck if Mark doesn't go up in the sky and talk to her. And this is where Mark flies up in the sky, asking Anissa, like, hey, who are you? Why are you here? Why did you just do that, pretty much? She explains that she was sent here to convince Mark to join the Viltrum Empire, which, you know, obviously Mark's a good person, his heart's in the right place, and he doesn't want to do that. Anissa doesn't really take that reply too lightly. They have this crazy epic fight scene that lasts for I'd say rather a bit long, to be honest. And you're sitting here like, oh my gosh, Mark, come on. No way this Viltrum lady is stronger than you. Come on, you're invincible. But yeah, dude, he gets dusted pretty much. And this is the cause of Amber and Mark splitting. Anyway, let's carry on with the video. Alrighty, guys, my last epic moment of season 2 of Invincible. Let's go. Is it Aimstrong Levy or Aimstring Levy? I'm Aimstrong Levy. So Aimstrong Levy, however the hell you say his name. He attacks Debbie and Oliver, and this is where Omni-Man, what the fuck is going on? This is where Mark pulls up and he has to save him, right? He has to save him. So Aimstrong ain't gonna let that happen, all right? So he starts throwing portals and portals and portals and portals and portals, and that's all the man got, okay? I'm sorry, but I think Aimstrong Levy is the most boring villain ever. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know. I think Aimstrong is just so boring, and he has a weird name. Aimstrong Levy. How the fuck? But anyway, I'm getting carried away here. Different portals, different dimensions, this, that, There's a bunch of cameos when he goes through the portals. A cameo to The Walking Dead, a cameo to Batman, a cameo to Spider-Man, and actually, there's a cameo to Fortnite. It comes out of the portal, and he has a Fortnite sniper rifle. Hits Aimstrong right in the fucking head. It's so cool, actually. I was like, oh, let's go. A Fortnite reference? What? That's awesome. I think the animators had fun with that episode. But anyway, that's not even the best moment I was talking about. Mark and Aimstrong, they get into a portal together. I'm pretty sure Mark tackles him into a portal. Pretty sure that's what happens. Him and Mark just go dimension to dimension to dimension, timeline after timeline after timeline. They just keep fighting each other until Mark gets the upper hand and absolutely what am I talking? He kicks in his inner Omni-Man, okay? Absolutely snaps, okay? This is where you get to see just Mark just be absolutely brutal, okay? He's on his villain arc. No, I'm just joking, guys. This is one of the more scarier scenes in the entire season of season 2. Mark just losing it pretty much. After he kills him, Mark does show remorse, but after that, there's a couple scenes of, following up with different characters, and that's pretty much the end of season 2. Yeah, man, that was it. Season 2 review. Let's go ahead and give it my overall rating of the season. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give season 2 of Invincible a nice 8.5 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's better than season 1 because season 1, I think it's the best of Invincible. I think this one is great. Although I think the main bad guy, the main villain of this season, I don't really like him that much. That doesn't mean that I hate the season. I think the season's great. I think Invincible as a whole is great. Yeah, that's pretty much about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you liked it. If you did, obviously, do the whole generic YouTube thing. But yeah, man, that's pretty much about it. So as always, peace out. Take care. Bye. Hey, don't be clapping.